Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for this video today. My name is David and this channel is Damar's Coaching, and I'm going to go over the 4 psychological baiting techniques that narcissistic people will use on you to control you. Here's the definition. Baiting is a type of psychological manipulation used to elicit an emotional reaction or response that will be used against you to control you. To control your emotions, which is who you are. I have a motto, as others that I've said here on here, but be true to yourself is not my motto. I think it means don't allow others to change who you are. Right? I don't want to compromise my value systems and allow someone into my life that doesn't value the morals I value and other things that I value. I don't want, someone to ruin my day and just push me and trigger me, bait me into some emotional reaction where I'm angry or I start yelling. Yeah. If you get upset, sad, angry, or lose it, they will accuse you of being unstable. Crazy, right? Do you see that? We don't need to lose it. We don't need to defend ourselves. Anger's okay. Be careful how we express it. But we don't want someone to just come along and cause these emotions in us when we didn't feel that way. Okay? Healthy people are vulnerable and they communicate effectively and they ask for the things that they want from you. But toxic manipulative people bait you. So here's 4 different techniques they use. 1, creating fear or panic. Fear is a powerful emotion, isn't it? And when we have fear, we tend to shut off our rational part of our brains. We may not be rational anymore. And just respond. Anger could be from a threat. Yeah, or fear could be from a threat. And we need to eliminate that threat right away. It's hard to stop and not react to fear and to just let it go, right? By eliciting fear, narcissists gain control of your emotions. There's an action and then there's a response. They do something and you respond with fear, out of fear of your safety. Politicians do this. They're doing it right now. Every campaign season, election season, the one side has to make the other scared, right? You'll have the incumbent president's administration, and they will say, "Oh, you need us to stay. If you don't, the world or the country's going to hell. We're going to have civil war, revolution, poverty, all these things, right? You need us." They may even start a war. Who wants a new president in the middle of a war? If we're winning, and both sides do this, right? The other side will say, "Oh, look what the incumbent president has done. It's a threat to democracy. You need me. You need us. We'll save you." And so you have this fear and safety. They cause the fear, and then they'll make you safe. And they start controlling your emotions. I've seen simple things like, literally, I've heard this actually more than once. I can remember 2 times where somebody, this is crazy, they convinced their partner that the home is haunted. It's haunted, and they create, sounds. It's like gaslighting, the movie. Will make you feel like it's haunted, and then I'll protect you. Dependency enables this kind of control. If I can't rely and depend on myself to regulate and process my own emotions, I may become dependent on the other person. That's what politics wants. That's what narcissists wants, right? Politicians is what they want. They can threaten you. Threats are a violent form of violence. Intimidate you. It could be things they say. It could be just simple body language. Like I said before, blocking an entrance, puffing their chest, staring at you, raising their voice. Make you jealous by flirting with other people, triangulating you, right? Panic, fear, Jealousy is fear of loss. I might lose you. Yeah. Smear, right? Smearing you after the relationship is over. I can no longer control you, so I will control the people's opinions about you, around you. Yeah. That can cause major fear and panic. The second technique are false accusations. Blame shifting to gaslighting. Right? I didn't do it, you did it. You always do this, you always do that. You're always on my case. You're always needy, whatever it is. There's an action and there's a response. We tend to defend ourselves, don't we? Nobody likes to be falsely accused, okay? And the normal reaction to this is anger, especially over prolonged times. If a police officer interrogates a suspect that is innocent and they keep accusing them of doing it, they want, the normal response would be that suspect to get angry. The person who did it doesn't get angry. Isn't that amazing? So we're going to be angry and we're going to defend ourselves. And that's what they want. They want you to be angry. They want you to lose it. You're no longer in control of yourself. Anger is another powerful emotion where we lose rationality. Yeah. Number 3, bragging. Yeah. Narcissists and their fantasies of grandeur. I'm going to be famous someday. I'm going to be rich someday. I'm going to be so successful. I'm going to be the president of a company. I'm going to start my own business. It's going to take over everything. What do we do as a partner to those things? Do we support it? Do we dismiss it? Right? Do we support and enable and fantasize with them? Start becoming delusional ourselves? Or do we dismiss it? Do we laugh at it? Oh, that's not reality. Because if we do, it's you don't support me. Yeah? You're not supportive. You're against me. You want to make fun of me? You think I'm incapable? You don't believe in me? I mean, who wants to be accused of that in a partnership? We do. We love our partners. We want them to excel and be good and be happy and successful. And yeah, what can we do to help you do that? So is that what you're going to do? I think it's good to bring them back down to reality. And if they can't accept that reality, they're delusional. And it doesn't do you much good to have a delusional person in your life. Number 4, you can call it passive aggressive, silent treatment, breaking up, ignoring, keeping the score, bringing up the past. All of these things, yeah, is passive aggressiveness. I'm not going to give it attention now, and I might just ignore you, be silent treatment. I might be banging and hitting stuff, yeah? And then I'm going to come at you later for it, and I'm going to bring it up later. Even if you thought it was resolved, I'll bring it up later, a week later, a month later, just for whenever I need it, to get your attention, to control you, to elicit an emotional response. When our partners that we love, right, and we have a relationship with them and have emotional needs that must be met, we need to feel secure and we want connection and these kinds of things, and now they're ignoring you. They've shut it all off. All communication, except toxic communication. And then you're accused of being needy. We're all needy. We all have needs, right? Am I being too needy to make me feel secure? We feel insecure. They'll call you insecure. You're demanding. You're demanding. Too demanding. And we worry, and it causes us anxiety, doesn't it? We could act crazy, unstable, unless we know what to do. We have emotional needs that must be met. If they're not being met, there's a problem. If the problem's not fixed, the relationship is over. Okay? We don't need to threaten that, and neither should anyone threaten that with you. If somebody's threatening to leave you, abandon you, break up with you, end your friendship, it's already over. It's already over. Someone threatens you to leave, break up, end a relationship, you just end it right there. You just let them know it's already over. Maybe that could be a term. I won't break up with you. We need to fix our problems. And then when we can't fix our problems, then we'll decide what to do. We can end it. But we don't threaten. We don't talk about it. We don't break up, get back together. No, you break up with me, it's forever. That's a term of mine. This is all done for attention, adoration, and control. Can you guys see that? Let me know of other examples that you guys have for this. What do we do about these things? We have to have terms, guys. You might be able to think of some terms now that you'll have in a future relationship, friendship, romantic, doesn't matter. What terms do you have already? I told you one of mine. You will not threaten to break up with me, or it's over. And you will not break up with me and expect to come back into my life. It's over. And when I break up with you, don't expect me to come back. It's over. Forever. And I do that. I don't call people up later and hoover them. Yeah? Hoovering would be a way of eliciting an emotional response, right? I come back and, hey, how's it going? I want to control you more. I want something from you more. Do you see that? These are things that are done after even the relationship is over. I'll contact you again, see if I can get you back. Maybe I'll just accuse you of something you did in the relationship. Maybe I'll flatter you, love bomb you, or I'll smear you, right? I mean, geez, you don't even have to really know someone that does this, but imagine somebody that you were romantically involved with and you cared for a lot, and you had plans of a future together, and now it's over, and months later, year later, whatever it is, they start smearing you in public and trying to accuse you of all kinds of things, paint you to be a bad picture, paint a bad picture of who you are, assassinating your character, massive fear, massive anger, panic. You worry about your business, your livelihood, the people around you, what people think, your image. Yeah. Awful, awful, awful abuse, psychological abuse. I think this is almost exclusive to people with personality disorders. I'm not even just say cluster B. OCPD is a good one. Schizotypal does this. I'd imagine schizoid might. Personality disorders. We need terms. Like I said, break up with me, it's over. That's a term. There's many more we could have. It's good to do that. All that matters is feelings. What are behaviors that make you feel bad in a relationship? Those could be terms. We need ultimatums. If somebody continues to do this behavior, what will we do? It doesn't all have to be just break up. That's the last thing we do, right? We try to work it out. We try to communicate, express to them how we feel. And that's the next thing we do. We communicate our feelings, okay? When you guys argue about what you did or what they did, it is pointless. It is pointless. It is. All that matters is how you feel. And you address it as your feelings, you'll know real quick if they care about you or not. Because feelings are who you are, okay? If I'm going to argue with somebody about what they did and I can't prove it, what now? Isn't it because it upsets me? Because it makes me afraid, panic, makes me angry, makes me hurt, sad, jealous? Yeah? Oh, you're just jealous. Oh, you're just a worrier. You're just needy. You're just... Okay. You have no responsibility in this relationship? You aren't committed to making this work? No, they're not. The last thing, well, not the last thing, but it's always highly recommended to reach out for help. Support. Professional help. Ask at least people that we trust what they think about what's going on. Step outside of this. Try not to react to what people do all the time. We can respond, and we can respond in any time that we want. Okay? We just communicate, be vulnerable, and tell people how you feel. That's who you are. Try not to let people change who you are. Someone makes you angry, if you want them in your life, tell them. And you don't have to tell them just what they did. You say, I'm angry, I'm upset. If they blow that off and they don't care, it's over. Right? I, again, would love to know your guys' examples and experiences. And always ask me any questions you want. I got the weekly question answer video. You can always ask questions on there. I'll make sure I always answer them in the next video. I appreciate a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel if you think this is beneficial to you. Anybody that wants coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. Okay? Thank you. Everybody, love yourself first.